football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The corners are walked up tight. On the run, it's Kessler. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Jefferson. Finds his man, it's Silver. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. From the gun. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by... They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, it's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down. Turning it on! And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Gonna take a shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll be stopped, but not. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The give out of the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. And here comes the punt team. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Breaks into the open. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Spins away from one. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he got loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Secures it at the 30. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rowe. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy...
There he goes. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Sun Devils are on the move. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes,
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
no doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can...
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. And the Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off play action on first down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air. It's Lindsey. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab. It's McGooligan. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Time to take a shot. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard